Hello everyone. Back again on the Recap Queen channel with me Nana. This time I will tell you about an old school film that is underrated but has an interesting storyline called Rommantis. This short film, which was released in 1999, tells the story of a woman who feels frustrated due to a lack of intake of farming in reverse with her lover, so that the woman finally decides to seek other happiness with some of the men she meets. Then what is the full story? Without much basic language, this is the storyline of the film Rommantis 1999. The film opens by showing a woman named Eva who is feeling jealous when her lover named Grisman looks intimate with another woman, even though what Grisman did was only a professional form of work because he was an advertising model.
Bon alors, tu vas me regarder, Paul. Faut que tu te grandisses.
It is known that Eva and Grisman are lovers who have been in a relationship for a long time and decide to live together. However, it is not uncommon for them to often argue about Grisman's attitude, which turns out to be often refusing when Eva invites him to do research.
Tu sais pourquoi tu bois? Parce que
Like that night, Eva, who was unable to do so, was seen seducing Grisman by eating his Lotto seeds. However, Eva's efforts did not receive a positive response from Grisman, enough to shake Eva's feelings and make her shed tears. In the end, with feelings of sadness and disappointment and thoughts filled with negative things, Eva was seen getting out of bed and decided to go out and drive her car to calm her mind. Long story short, Eva finally entered a bar and became acquainted with a man who was interested in her named Tarzan, and it didn't take long for them to get to know each other. Then, Eva admitted that she was a widower and had not done any writing for more than 4 months. Meanwhile, Eva also admitted to Tarzan that she was married but rarely caressed by her husband, where Eva also admitted that her husband might already have another woman. Then because they felt the same fate and mutual support, they finally continued to have a lip war in Tarzan's car. Unfortunately, because the sun was starting to rise and it was already morning, Eva was finally forced to stop her lip war with Tarzan. However, before leaving, Eva was seen asking for Tarzan's telephone number and promised to contact him as soon as possible.
J'aime pas commencer par une pipe.
Later that day, Eva, who worked as a teacher, was seen arriving late to school. Luckily, the principal named Marcus was willing to help Eva by filling in the empty class hours because of her lateness.
Excusez-moi, je suis en retard.
C'est pas grave.
Until one day, with swollen eyes, Eva was seen expressing her intention to have a child with Grisman. However, for various reasons, Grisman admitted that she was not ready to fulfill Eva's wish, so for the umpteenth time, Eva returned to feel disappointed because of her boyfriend's attitude.
Et tu sais ce que je préférerais?
Que je vienne pas.
Then one night at a bar and ignoring Eva who was watching him, Grisman was seen enjoying himself rocking and enjoying music with several women, so that this sight finally made Eva feel jealous and left the place. After that, without Grisman even knowing, it turned out that he went to meet Tarzan in a hotel room to do research. Unfortunately, even though Eva and Tarzan had done 3 rounds of shooting, Tarzan's violent farming techniques and missiles didn't seem enough to cure all the turmoil inside Eva's heart. In short, the problems that occurred between Eva and Grisman ended up growing apart and exacerbating their relationship, and this ultimately affected Eva's way of teaching at school until she was summoned by Marcus to her room.
Et t'es là.
Initially, Marcus Eva also admitted that he was dyslexic, where this greatly affected his ability to read and write and spell writing when teaching in class.
Je sais, je fais une faute par syllabe.
However, when Marcus invited Eva to enter a special room and try to help with the selection, Eva finally admitted that the main problem that bothered her was Grisman, who always refused when asked to do research.
J'ai jamais séduit personne, aucune femme.
In the end, Marcus, who turned out to be a masher, was seen inviting Eva to try to do some coaxing with him, and of course, Eva could only give up, considering that so far she had not received enough touch from Grisman.
C'est un trouble.
After that, it was found out that Marcus actually had quite extreme deviations when he was doing his research. Then Marcus Eva was finally taken into a new adventure where Eva had to be tied up in order to satisfy Marcus. However, because it was the first time doing extreme activities, Eva finally felt shocked and could only cry, so Marcus immediately tried to calm her down. Then Marcus Eva said that she was not ready and still needed time to carry out these extreme activities. In a short time, even though she had had an adventure with several different men, it turned out that Eva only felt calm when she could do some drama with Grisman. However, because Grisman always refused, Eva finally could only play alone when her desire to do drama with Grisman came.
Et ça a suffi pour que le monde s'écroule.
Until one day Eva's mental state seemed to be getting worse and worse when she accidentally ran into and was seduced by a strange man in front of her apartment. However, instead of feeling angry here, Eva even made the mistake of responding and letting the foreign man clothe her inside. Then, because the scrutiny that Eva was carrying out with the foreign man was part of her mistake, it seemed that Eva could only be silent and did not tell Grisman about the incident.
J'ai le con gonflé et humide et je peux...
In short, the deviant behavior carried out by Marcus when he was doing his research finally made Eva feel challenged. Without further crying and enjoying herself, Eva finally indulged in all the extreme activities that Marcus wanted to do for her. However, after returning from Mark's place, Eva's appearance in a red dress actually provoked Grisman to shrink, and here it is finally revealed that besides having a duration that quickly spreads out, Grisman's missiles also have a very small size like yours when it's cold.
T'as l'air enfant?
Until finally Eva was officially declared pregnant by a doctor who examined her, and whether the child was from which man. Here Eva also decided to become research material for young doctors at a hospital, and it turned out that Eva did this deliberately in order to be able to get a new sensation. In a short time, even though she knew that Eva was heavily pregnant, Grisman turned out to look indifferent and seemed not to care about her lover, especially when it was nearing the time of delivery. Grisman even looked drunk, so that Eva, who was very annoyed, finally called Marcus to take him to the hospital.
Gros porc mannequin de merde!
In the end, Eva, who was very fed up with Grisman's attitude, decided to leave and end the relationship. However, before leaving, Eva was seen turning on all the gas in her apartment, causing an explosion and killing Grisman. And at the end of the story, Eva finally gives birth to her child accompanied only by Marcus. After that, together with her child, who doesn't know which man this is, Eva is also seen attending Grisman's funeral. And the movie is over.